Gangs with guns have unleashed terror on the streets.
Damn. Damn. Like Call of Duty out here.
So how do you stop them?
Sideways above the car? Nah.
And bring back the peace.
In Sweden, police have seized a lethal stash.
These are some of the weapons that you've confiscated.
Yes.
This is just a small sample of the deadly arsenal taken off the streets.
We have automatic weapons, we have semi-automatic weapons, we have 3D weapons.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, that's a nice one right there.
Printed.
Alright.
Weapons from former wars are among those used by gangs in their urban battle. A battle where children become killers.
Some of these weapons are pretty serious. This has got
What a suppressor on it. That's silent.
a silencer on it. How young could someone be who's using this in a gang?
We're talking about very, very young people who could be 13, 14, 15 years old. During September and October
13, 14, 15, bro. So young.
month, almost every day in some district or some sector, we had shootouts, injured people, killed people, and during that period also, exactly like in war.
Yo!
Foot soldiers are not only armed with guns.
Damn!
Explosives use has rocketed.
Imagine you're sleeping and all you hear is just AK
Gangs
going off.
target rivals. Violence began spiraling in 2022,
Damn.
giving Sweden the highest gun murder rate in the EU. More than 360 gang-related shootings were recorded in 2023, 53 of them fatal. And recruiting a hitman can be as easy as posting an online ad.
This is an example of a chat with gangs, an advert really, a job
Yes,
advert. So what
yes.
does it say?
Killings, one rabbit, 100,000 euros. That means 1 million Swedish crowns. There are 3 different persons. You will get information about them and you have to put them out, all 3 of them.
So anyone of any
3 people for 100K? It should be 100K each person. What?
to say, I'll do that for £1 million and then have to go and shoot someone.
Yes.
To find out what's feeding the gangs, we've come to Gottsunda, a neighborhood
Yo, boy,
where
you're funny,
crime
bro.
and poverty are high. On the corner of high-rise flats, police hang their cameras, keeping watch over an area they say is a hotspot for gangsters. And it doesn't take long to find one.
You could say I've done almost everything, from weapons offences to drugs crime.
What sort of violence have you seen being part of a gang?
I've seen people getting shot, I've seen people die, people getting hurt, mothers crying in despair. I've seen almost everything, but there's nothing you can do about it.
A child of migrant parents, by age
I always tell people, bro, gang violence is never going anywhere, bro.
9, Adam was
gonna live forever.
already drugs for gangs. He's been jailed 5 times. His name and voice have been changed.
How do they recruit people?
In many different ways. For example, in schools or preschools, out on the street, the people who want to make money are often children. Before, if you were going to kill someone, you got 1 million kroner, around 75 grand. But now the prices are so low that everyone kills. So now it's 100,000 kroner for one person.
Have you ever
Damn.
hurt people for money?
I've done some of those things, yeah.
This is an example.
Okay, but can't the cops just kind of like see your eyes and kind of get who you are, and then they could just take him away? He just blatantly just said I did it.
Of
All right,
how
all right.
deadly gang life can be. Here gangsters chase down their rivals, shooting numerous bullets into the car. This time, the victims survived. But Adam knows drug turf wars and jealousy can
Damn.
turn friends into enemies.
Has anyone ever come for you?
Yes, last time was 1 week ago.
1 week ago.
Yeah. They came to my gate, but the boys were there and caught them.
They were going to shoot you.
Yeah, but they didn't succeed. I know who's behind it, but they're done. They're not here anymore.
Oh, and he said they're done. They're not even here no more. Damn.
While gang violence used to be contained to hotspots, it's now bubbling over.
Took 1 week.
In autumn, the government triggered emergency measures
For
including
real?
military support for the police.
Damn.
But with more than 60,000 people thought to be connected to organised crime, the violence can break out without warning,
Wasn't that Shaggy? Yeah, it was.
as we soon found out.
So we've just got reports that an explosion has happened. So we're going to head to
I know she's on camera. I hate people that drive with 2 hands, bro. No cap. I hate that shit.
the north of Stockholm and find out what's going on.
I understand
Someone
it should
left
be safe.
explosives outside this block of apartments just before midnight. Residents were woken by a blast they said sounded like an earthquake.
Wow.
That's the neighbor's windows.
Wow. So that's all been blown in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And the floor above as well.
Yeah, and there, and one of my friends and their family lives there.
So that must have
So,
been
yeah,
deafening when it went off
yeah.
for you because you're just next door.
Yeah, like
So close to where you
so
live.
close.
Charlotte and her
Nah, imagine killing civilians, bro, because you trying to do it. You trying to get the ops, bro. Come on.
children were asleep
did-
in the
they
neighbouring
blew your apartment door up.
flat
That's
when
crazy.
it's thought gangs brought a bomb to the door.
My son is at his friend's house right now.
Is he affected? I mean, is he scared?
Yeah, he's scared.
What's he doing?
He told me it's gonna take a while before I will sleep in my room again.
Neighbours come out to discuss
Damn.
the damage. Amazingly, no one was hurt.
The door is put out.
Yeah, so this is a temporary.
Yeah.
I didn't see this back there, but I can see them now.
Damn.
Gangs have left people
Like the
feeling
Foxtrot.
afraid to go out and unsafe staying in.
This is where the bombs come in, blown that off, cracked all this, all along there, the ceiling's coming down, that door's showing pock marks of all the impact, the tile's gone, and even up to the higher levels the damage is felt.
While gang violence is spreading, is deprived migrant communities still bearing the brunt of the killings?
It was an explosion, shooting.
All the time.
All the time.
Liban began a night watch after his 19-year-old son was gunned down.
Damn. Who's that? Y'all know him?
Hanad Liban wasn't part of the gang. At one point it said a murder was happening here
Not having
every
JH.
week.
Someone was
No, I missed that.
At one point it said a murder was happening here every week.
A murder every week?
someone was killed in the
God.
pizza place.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends. Oh my God. He is sick. That's
Behind the
sad.
back of the flats
Yeah.
at the school.
Yes.
It's a lot of young men to die here.
Yes.
Sweden's past pro-immigration stance led to an influx of asylum seekers, but a lack of integration and opportunities left many isolated. And suburbs like this became fertile recruitment grounds for gangs. Now Liban and other parents patrol the streets to stop other kids getting shot. So Liban's just been telling me how brazen some of these gangs are. At one point here, someone was actually shot outside the police station. He said they simply do not care. They feel almost...
Nah, shooting somebody at the police station is just like no care in the world. Appreciate that follow, bro. What?
Many here feel abandoned, terrified by the gangs, but marginalised by the authorities. The government wants tougher punishments, but Liban says it's better opportunities that will keep people out of crime.
And they blew up the police station.
Här just är de
These
They blew up a police station. Nah, that's just reckless, bro.
keep people
That's
out of
insane.
och de här just är de
These 18, 19 and 20-year-olds are easy to recruit, but they don't have jobs, he tells me. They have nothing to do, they sit at home, work is hard to get, but on the other hand, they can make quick cash.
Sweden has totally failed with integration.
I'm on patrol with Police Superintendent Daniel Larsson in Uppsala, a place on the front line of the fight against gangs. He agrees failed integrations fed the problem, but says it's poverty, not ethnicity, that pushes people into crime.
What is it that
For sure, bro. They broke. You feel me? They broke. Niggas want bread? That's the easiest way to get it. You said 100K a body? Alright, yeah, come on, give me some breeze.
Makes the gangs attractive to these young kids.
Fast money. It's easier to
Damn.
store narcotics or store weapons or maybe make an explosion than study and get a decent job.
But untrained killers make mistakes. A security guard died when a teenager missed his mark in this busy gym. War weapons heighten the risk.
We have murders, we have shootings, we have
Sad, bro. That's sad,
rapes,
bro.
attacks. If you get a handgun, you can get 3 hand grenades for free. And Sweden is the second biggest country of using hand grenades.
Hold on. He said you buy a handgun, you get 3 grenades for free, bro. Like, this is, yo,
Attacks. If
this
you
is Call
get
of
a
Duty,
handgun,
bro.
You can get 3 hand grenades for free. And Sweden is the second biggest country of using hand grenades in the world after Mexico.
Gang
No, I think they said it was like 100K. I thought they said 100K in the US. I think they were saying it was like a mil in Sweden. I think.
In the world
I think that's what they
after,
said. Appreciate that follow.
Mexico.
Gang feuds have fueled the violence here. Where rivals' families were once off limits, they're now fair game.
Damn.
And this is the house.
Daniel points out the place where a gang leader's mother was shot, sparking revenge attacks.
Oh, that's
One night,
I forgot her
someone
mother.
planted a bomb at a rival's relatives. They were out, but an innocent neighbor was killed in her sleep. Daniel shows us what's left.
Wow. So the dynamite was placed here.
Yeah, between.
I don't say it's right. I'm just saying I understand. If someone, bro, niggas said, give me 100 bands, go catch his body, bro. I know niggas is on that. God damn. He said it. Oh no, he said it used to be $1 million, but now it's 100,000. So it's really 10 bands in the U.S. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so if it's 10 bands, that's even worse. I'm not gonna lie to you. How much for kids? It should be. I feel like they all get paid the same, but damn. Nah, that's wild. No cap, that's wild.
Daniel shows us what's left.
Wow.
Yeah, he did say the price was
So
going
the
down. You're right. I
dynamite
remember
was
him saying
placed
that.
Here.
Yeah, between the both houses.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
and
and
it's just
The big,
decimated.
Yeah,
it.
a big blast.
2 properties were destroyed. More than 50 others were damaged.
People were afraid, people was crying. So it was a sort of a war scene actually on this place.
Did you ever expect to see that, a war scene in
No,
Sweden?
No, actually I didn't see that coming actually. It's
Yeah.
too much. Sweden should be a nice and calm country, but they are not calm anymore.
Do you feel like Sweden is a bit at war with the gangs?
Yes. Yeah, a
Who's-
low impact war.
Who's winning?
We.
Do you think?
That nigga smiling saying we are up.
Yeah, a
Who's-
low impact war.
Who's winning?
We.
Do you think the gangs think that?
No. But we are a bigger gang.
My father still comes here every day. His mission is that his candle doesn't burn out.
Frida's brother Musa was murdered when he was 19.
Damn.
Shot in a case of mistaken identity. He had no links to gangs.
Oh man, bro.
This is his home now.
He's one of an increasing number of innocent victims caught up in this bloody battle.
Och de tar ju den vägen förbi alla 3 portar.
Frida shows us the place Musa was killed. She says the gunman came from the car park, shooting her brother in the back. He died minutes from home. One of his
Damn.
killers was just 15.
And the kid was only 15, bro. That, bro.
Age meant
R.I.P.
he was sentenced to just 4 years.
How can you continue to live with the fact that you have another person's blood on your hands? You took their life. You shattered their families.
Hello, I'm here for Sky News. This is where
Yeah.
teenage gang murderers go. I've come to one of 3 high-security juvenile detention facilities. Security's recently been stepped up due to the raging gang violence.
And how many young people are you caring for here?
At the moment,
This is the jail? Detention center? Whatever? What?
How many
Wait,
young
what?
people are you?
This is the detention center? This supposed to be jail, whatever? This is what this is?
I'm 24.
We're not allowed to film the inmates because of their age. In 2022, around half of the suspects in gun-related murders were 15 to 20-year-olds.
How many of them are in here because of some sort of affiliation with gangs?
Bro. Bro, am I tweaking or it look nice in there, bro? Yo, what? That shit should look like hell.
Gangs deliberately choose teens as they get shorter sentences. One of the worst bombings of 2023 involved a 17-year-old. Around 60 houses were damaged when dynamite was planted at a rival's relative's house.
Appreciate that follow.
Here, police track the suspects before catching up with them.
But that was, wait, that was I didn't repeat what you said. That's Gio's friend? Coctor friend? Oh my god. Not the shooter. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, bro.
One of the worst bombings of 2023 involved a 17-year-old.
Was good,
Around
Jag.
60 houses were damaged when dynamite was planted at a rival's relative's house. Here, police track the suspects before catching up with the teenager, who's now serving 4 years in jail for attempted murder.
Oh.
While the government's debating adult prison sentences for teenage gang killers, a school at the centre tries to rehabilitate them.
Welcome. Thank you very much. So this is the school.
Despite the challenge, the principal hasn't given up.
I still haven't found a young person who says, I would like to be a criminal.
Can a 15-year-old murderer become a functioning member of society?
Yes, I think so. I have to believe in that. Otherwise, I can't stand here.
Nah.
But it will take more than belief to stop the flow of gang members filling Sweden's prisons. The government's looking at new plans to combat organised crime, but until they can compete with the cash, status and belonging offered by criminal groups, young people will keep on being recruited.
For sure, bro. Hey, man, dub video. Shout out to Sky News. Damn, that's crazy, though. Sweden's a crazy place.